know we're at the time now. I know we're at the 90-minute mark, and I really try to end the main training as close to that as I can, but I would love to, if any of you have questions. Let me just make sure I don't actually have another appointment. I've got about 10 minutes I can do Q&A. So if anybody has any questions, I would love to. Yeah, Jimbo, you get your hand up.
Yeah, hi. I was watching in one of your introductory videos, you stressed the importance of accountability pods.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I was just
right.
wondering if we're going to even, have that, or I just wanted to bring that up. Yeah.
I really appreciate that, because I totally forgot to put that in place. So we can do something called accountability pods, and it's really, really effective and amazing. And it would look like this. We would assign whoever wants to participate. We would assign you to a group of 4 or 5 other people, and then you get to decide as a group how often you want to meet. A lot of times people will meet, once a day on the weekdays, and the container looks like this. It's a 15-minute or less call, so that everybody can do it. Right? If we make it too long, then it becomes burdensome. But it's a short call. And the structure of the call, when everybody joins on a call or a Zoom, however you want to do it, and the call looks like this. One person leads, and they go, "Hey, welcome everybody." And that person then goes around and gets an accountability of, what was your accountability you were working on yesterday that you committed to? And we make these little micro commitments. And it can be for this process, it can be for the cleanse, it can be for relationships, it can be work, it can be workout, it can be anything. But you make some kind of small commitment each day of like, okay, I'm going to get this email done, or I'm going to do the exercise for 15 minutes, or I'm going to do whatever, right? You get to, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be just this processing work. Bring in your whole life to this, because that's what this is really about. So we each make this little micro commitment on a daily basis that before the next call, I will have completed this measurable thing. And so the one person goes around and says, okay, Jimbo, did you do your thing? Did you do it? Did you do it? You do it. Each person goes around and says, yes, I powerfully completed it, or no, I didn't. And no need for excuse, or no need to like explain it. It's just accountability without shame. So it's like, did you do it? Yes or no? And then we hand it off and have another person give a spiritual thought or a inspirational thought, or some, like a quote or poem or something that's inspirational for the day. They share a little inspirational moment. And then you go back around the circle and you say, what's your commitment for today? What are you powerfully creating today? What is it that you're doing today? And you go around the circle, each person makes their commitment, and you go about your day. And then the next day, whoever gave the inspirational thought becomes a person that leads, and somebody else gives the inspirational thought, and you circle it like this. For those of you that are willing to actually buy into this, you will experience extraordinary results by being accountable for the next 6 weeks, 7 weeks that we have with someone else, with a group of other people. Now, the key here is that you only get into a group if you're going to play full out. If you're not fully committed to this, if you're in a kind of place where like, yeah, I think I might, no, you're not allowed in a group if you're like that. The only people allowed in the group are the people that are going to show up powerfully in the group and show up in a way where you're like, I'm going to show up on that call, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to be accountable to my team. I'm going to be in communication. Some people want to do this 3 days a week. Some people do it 7 days a week. Some people do it 5 days a week. Whatever it is fine. However you do your structure of your group that you all agree to, but that you're getting into this from this place of saying, I'm going to show up powerful for my team, and I expect them to show up powerful for me, and I'm committing into this. So those that would like to be part of an accountability group, trying to think what might be the easiest way. And I'll let Cornelia chime in if she has an opinion on the easiest way. So there's a couple of ways to do this. One is everybody can just send in their email and say, yes, 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 yes. And then we pair up the emails and send out an email with groups of 4 or 5. And we send it back that way, and that's your team. And then you each communicate with each other and trade phone numbers in that way. The other way is that we just do it and let Zoom do it. And everybody that wants to be part of it stays on this. And then we send you into groups for 5 minutes to meet each other. And it just assigns you whoever you are. And those that don't want to can just drop off. And then if people are watching this as a recording, then they can email Cornelia and say, can you add me to a group? So Cornelia, do you have a preference on that? Do we want to just do the assignment right here from the training?
It looks like
Everybody?
she might have dropped off.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
Okay.
I think we had a Shankar affiliate right after, so I might be late as well. That's where they're probably gone, Cornelia and Clint, to the other meeting.
Oh, got it. I went too long then. Okay, so here's what we'll do. I will have Cornelia send out an email to everybody. And she'll assign you into the accountability groups. And so if you, the request, and for those that are watching this as the recording, is if you're not going to participate, that you communicate that, so that the only people that participate are in groups that are participating. And it's perfect either way. Like, there's no shame in it. Does it work for you? Does it not work for you? There's no shame in not participating or in participating, however that works out. Yeah, really good question. Thank you for bringing that up, Jimbo, and we'll send that out afterwards. All right, anybody else? I got time for probably one more. Yes, Stephanie.
I just want to clarify for this week. So every day we are taking 15 minutes to do what we did today, but which track are we going to use if you want to be guided? Is it one that we already received or the new one that you are going to send?
Well, so I recorded the one we just did as a track. So if you want to go through that, you can, but that one's longer than 15 minutes. That was probably a 30-minute track. So you can use this one that we just did. We'll send that out if you want. There's also others that are on there. My thought on this is it doesn't matter which one you use. Like, if there's several of them on there. One's about confidence and one is about money, and one is about, there's a few about money, and there's some about health, and there's some about just like clearing an emotion. Doesn't matter which one you use or which one you like to use, or if you just want to do it yourself. Use any of them. The whole point is flex the muscle of noticing.
Okay.
So if you notice better because I'm guiding you through and that helps guide you, do it that way. If you notice better by just setting a timer for 20 minutes and going within and just noticing what's in you and moving your body around, do it that way. The whole point is we're flexing the muscle, because the change and the transformation doesn't happen because of the knowledge. We do the knowledge so that your thinker brain gets on board, and then you'll structure it where you actually do the thing. The change happens through your body and through actually doing the exercises in your physical body. That's where the transformation happens.
Okay, so I'll play with it. Thank you.
Totally. Yeah. Great question. All right. Time for one more. Anybody?
So I have to go. I'm sorry. I'm going to join them in the other meeting. Is it okay?
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah,
See
if
you.
anyone else is go, we'll hang up here in 2 minutes. Anybody else have a question? Anybody else have a joke?
Actually, a quick question. Is it in the My Kajabi portal where everything is, where the guided facilitations, or is that where everything's posted, or are you?
Yeah, there should be
sending
a
us a
Word,
separate-
a Word document in there as part of the course. And the Word document is going to have a series of links on it. You can either download to your computer or just listen. They're like listenable likes. So if you want to listen, you can click on those. So it's a Word document that is that's in there.
There we go.
Find it. It'll say like
Yep.
Rewilding 101 bonus tracks or Rewilding 101 something.
Okay.
Find it.
Bonus. Yeah, the bonus links.
Yep. Yeah. So
Yep.
just look on there, and there's different guided trainings.
Oh, I got it. Thank you.
A couple of them are broken down into 2 parts. Like the first part, you only have to listen through once. It's going to kind of explain the conceptual idea of it. And then there's the guided visualization separate. So you don't have to listen to the whole track every time. And some of them, it's just a guided visualization with no explanation of what we're getting into.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, good question. Amazing. Thank you, everybody. Okay. Oh, I'll have Cornelia send this out. I got invited to an event in Belize on next week. So I think we're probably not going to do the call live next week, because I don't think I have reliability of doing this from the event in Belize. So we'll skip a week and then we'll just extend it out. We're not going to actually miss a week. It's just going to take a little longer to complete the 8-week course for everybody. And we'll send out an email with details on that. And so I probably should have said that at the very beginning, but it was the last thing on my mind. So thank you, everybody. So appreciate you all. So inspired by what you're creating. And go ahead and take yourselves off mute. And